Welcome back to Wednesday Live. Don't sound too excited, guys. There we go. Today we are doing driving etiquette / what grinds your gears while you're driving. So who wants to start?
I'll take it
off?
away. When the speed limit is 65 and you're going 55, and I pass you and you speed up, and then the next speed limit sign is 45, and then they go back to like 30. I don't understand. I actually don't understand.
Or if it's 65 and they're going right at 65, like you can go a little over.
Yeah,
It's kind of
when they're going exactly the speed limit, it's like, okay, just speed it up a little bit. Talk to the mic, I couldn't hear you.
I was telling you. So I just go 3 above.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
6 above.
I go like about 20 above.
Incriminating ourselves. Hey, by the way, yeah, that's a ticket. 3's not. 6 is. Honestly, cashier. Huh?
Yeah.
Or like, if there is a speed limit sign, like when you turn or something,
Yeah.
and they don't see it and they're going 10 below, like you
Yeah.
just saw it.
After turning. Like, why is it taking you
man.
10 blocks to speed up?
We're going off with grinding our gears right
That
away.
happens at
Or
the
when,
Dollar General, right when I'm on the
they're
highway.
bad
Happens
over
all the
there.
time. I almost
It's
hit
so
someone
terrible.
a couple times.
What really makes me mad is when somebody passes you and then slows down to slower than you were going. I want to get out of the car and just start throwing hands. That's how frustrating that gets.
Well, a big
It's
thing of
bad.
mine is blinkers. And like
Blinkers? Oh, like when
blinkers,
people don't use
especially
them?
like I find if you're like
Never
by
use my
no
blinker.
one, and if there's no one around you, fine, don't turn them on. But there was this one time I was going to Dell's and there was this truck and trailer in front of me.
And
I don't think he
no
had his lights
blinkers?
hooked up, and I couldn't see the truck lights. Starts slowing down super fast and turns, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit
Yeah,
you.
that's bad.
And it made me so mad.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. What about like Minnesota drivers? Because we have that as a main topic.
On Highway
They just
11.
drive really slow.
No, specifically on Highway 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, Highway 11 is really bad with Minnesota
I think it's
drivers.
because they come through Jasper most of the time. Like they come, you know what I mean? They come through Minnesota,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah,
just stay on Highway 11.
Yeah.
So that's just like the main road that you see them on. Cause
Yeah,
it's in
and-
Minnesota too.
Oh, it's so frustrating because they're going. Because what's the speed limit in
I think
Minnesota? It's
they're
like-
like is
50?
6.
It's
I think they're
60,
60.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
yeah, so they're going.
I thought it
50
was-
in some spots though,
I
right?
thought
It's
it
50
was
and some, but like your
50.
main
Yeah.
roads, like our
They're
Highway 11
yeah.
for them, theirs is 60.
And it's
It's
like,
just so annoying because what's that 5 mile an hour change? It changes a lot visually,
It
but like
does.
when you're just and time wise, I swear.
yeah. It's,
Did you guys see
it's so
on
annoying.
Veterans, they changed it
To 50.
to 50?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
50
To
all the way. It
50?
used to go 55 and then 45. Now it's just 50 the whole way. Till
I
the, till
just
the light.
try not to see them because
I'm
my thing
actually
is
okay with
if
that.
I get pulled over, I'm just gonna be like, "What? You guys changed the speed limit?"
But I am going to be going
See, but I
70
couldn't
when I
do
get
that if I
caught.
got pulled over
Just
because I go
lie.
like 75 no
you
matter
watch
what.
this, I would have.
What, Mia? Hold on.
I would get an
Zach.
Emmy for what I did.
I like
What
treat
did
it
you
like the
just say?
interstate.
Veterans?
Yes.
You just
Like
book it. You just
80.
go.
Like just go.
Everyone's going at.
Veterans is wider than all of our interstates, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well,
Except
yeah,
for over by
but you don't need to
41st.
be going 75 on it when there's stops on
My
or
foot just
stoplights.
slips. I don't do it. It's
My
my
foot
foot.
slips. That's
She's got a
wild.
heavy foot.
There's literally no
Yeah.
cops over there. Besides, like, there's like one spot where a cop can hide. So.
Well, I
Yeah.
also use Google Maps and it tells me when like.
Uh huh.
cops.
That's really nice too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very nice.
Apple Maps does it too. I think where it will say like speed check.
Yeah.
Doesn't that only work when you have directions on, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, your maps doesn't just send you a notification that there's a cop.
I wish it did.
But that's why I
You
always
gotta get
use
a
Maps
police
for
radar
scanner.
everything.
You gotta get a police scanner for that, which those are illegal, so don't buy one.
Radar detectors are not illegal in South Dakota.
Radar detectors are not. That's a good point. Yes, Minnesota it is.
Yeah, but if you pull it off fast enough, they don't say anything.
You just have it hanging
Is
from
that what
your.
Did you really just say that your parents just pull it off? Mute me.
Don't say that on live. Wow.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but it's.
I don't even know who her parents are.
You don't know Ava Nordstrom's parents?
Dude,
Okay,
you
well they
have to
didn't
say-
know who was
Oh
talking.
my goodness.
It's fine. I'm
What
just-
makes me really mad is when people ride really close to my rear bumper when I'm going above the
Yeah.
speed limit.
when
So
I'm
I play
yeah
a
when
little
I'm
game.
when
I
I'm
like-
already
I do
going
that.
fast and they're tailgating, it's like just
At that point, I just slow down. Like, go.
Dude, no, I will
Just
push
go.
the whip. If you get behind me and you're like really close on me and won't pass me, I will speed. Let me tell you, I will get going. Like I'll slow down. Like
Yeah.
I'll make a note of it. I'll slow down and then I'll just pull off on them just to put distance,
Yeah.
make it known, and then I'll throw my hands up in the air a lot just so they like that's how I road rage, like just so they see
Just
that I'm
so they
annoyed.
know. Yeah. Just
Like
so
somebody
they
came
know.
up on me the other day and I literally went like this in my mirror, like I
Yeah.
like put my hand up like stop.
Well,
It
your
didn't
windows
do
are
anything.
tinted, so they can't even see you.
No, yeah, I'm gonna have to break the back window out if I ever get mad.
I see. When it comes to road rage, I'm not one to make hand gestures, but oh boy, do I yell in my car.
Oh yeah,
I-
I've.
But
It's
I'm
been
probably
so
a
mad.
driver's worst nightmare. Like if someone sees me on the road, like I do all the stuff you guys say.
Yeah,
you
I
hate.
can tell.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, that's the thing.
That sounds
I'm not a
mean,
good
but
driver.
like,
I'll ride someone's tail too if they're going really slow. What bothers me is when you're going the speed limit though, or like above the speed limit, like you said, like going like
Yeah.
a little bit over, and then they still just ride your butt. It's like,
But like I'm passing
Yeah.
someone that's going 67 and 65.
do
I
you
will
want
be
like a
passing
cookie
them.
for going fast?
No, I
Jeez,
just
Zach.
can't. I have to go 5 over every single time.
Why?
I don't know.
Where is
That's just
67
who I am.
5 over at?
No, she said she would pass somebody.
65.
Did she not say 67?
No,
She
she
said
said
she
if
would
they're
pass
going
if they're-
67.
So like
they're
you
going
go 3
67.
over. That'd be 68.
Promise you, you're
There
not
you
passing
go.
me. If I ever see that Subaru pull up, I'll do the dash.
But you're not going 3 over. You're only going 3 over actually.
I can get. A lot
You said
higher
you're only
than-
going 3 over.
Yeah, I'm only going 3 over when you come up on me, but I'll probably be doing.
Yeah, don't finish that sentence. That's fine.
I just won. Thank you.
No. Yeah, I'll switch it. That's fair. There was one instance. This is a little self-incriminating, but I was on Speed Road. I was going a little bit fast. A little bit faster than the recommended speed limit.
Yeah.
Which would be like 56, I think, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, 55 is the speed limit. I was doing, we'll call it.
By the way, all of this takes place in Mexico, where it's not illegal to speed. So
All right.
we're all good.
Anyway, I was going, probably 56-ish.
Plus 20.
Yeah.
Backwards plus.
No,
Yeah.
No, but I was going pretty quick, and then somebody had their Christmas lights up, and it was red and blue lights, and they were like switching between red and blue, and I literally pulled over because I was like, I'm not running away from this guy in my 2004 Chevy Silverado. He's catching me. Yeah, I did, and then I looked in the mirror, and they changed to like green and orange, and I was like, oh.
Then he takes off.
That's
He's like,
awesome.
Well, this is one of them cops with the multicolored lights.
yeah. Yeah, I felt so stupid. It was on the way to basketball practice too.
Oh well, I actually
felt
have.
so dumb.
I only got pulled over one time, and that's why I don't speed anymore. I used to be a bad speeder,
Yeah.
but I'm like actually better now. I'm a recovering addict. But I was going on 250th. You guys know the road to Dells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was coming back home after like a football lift in the morning, and I was like hot and sweaty, like just
Yeah.
trying to get home.
Trying to get home and shower.
And I was speeding, and I come over the hill,
Yeah.
and I see a cop. I was going way faster than I should have been. But I come over the hill, and I see the cop, and I literally, like, I stood on my brakes, kind of. Like, I knew I was going to get pulled over. So I literally I turned off the road. Like, I just turned off and, like, pulled over beside the road and waited for this cop who had to turn around on this, like, tiny little road and, like,
And then
come pull me over. I should have paid my ticket times 2. I should have just paid my ticket super fast. That's what I was going to say.
The one time I got pulled over, I was late for work, so I had to start work at 10, and I worked in Harrisburg. I woke up at 10:30.
Oh,
Yeah, it was during the summer.
is there a different time zone in Harrisburg?
I slept through
Back
my
an hour.
alarm, I guess. And then I was going on towards Veterans, right off of Highway 11, and there's like never any cops there. And I was going pretty quick.
Wait,
and
by where the new Quick Start is or whatever?
No. From Highway 11 to go to like Dinosaur Road by the orchard.
You turned
yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
Renner Road.
What? That's what it's called. Dinosaur Road. Renner Road, whatever. But I was going there.
Dinosaur's not there anymore.
I know, but it's still Dinosaur
was-
Road.
Now?
Yeah,
It's
it's
Colin sent me a picture of it, didn't you, Colin?
it's by
Yes,
it's
Colin.
on the road by Risty Corner, isn't it?
It's on the road to go out to like Carter's house.
Yeah.
It is?
Oh yeah.
I found
yeah.
it when I was dropping the boys off one day.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
it's
is?
over that way.
Oh.
Guys, there's so many dinosaurs in this world. It could
Yeah,
Why'd
that's
they
a
get
different
rid
one.
of
But
it?
that would not be the same one.
What?
I don't think
They
they
get rid
trucked
of
it
it.
all
They
the way
moved.
there.
You're right.
They moved
How
houses to
big
people
was
that
it?
live
Did it
there.
fit in the back of a pickup truck, though?
No.
No, it's bigger
Right?
than that?
I don't think so. Could it?
Except the
Yeah.
tail was long. Like the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
trailer.
tail was long, but
A
the rest
basic
of it
car
could-
trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, continue with
Anyway,
your story.
so I was coming up over a hill, and all of a sudden I see the light bar, and I slammed on the brakes, and I knew I thought I was getting a ticket, and he clocked me at. Wow, good one. He clocked me at 75, and that road is a 55.
That's what I got.
Yeah, and he comes up and he goes, after like 20 minutes, he was like, "Yeah, my printer's not working. I was just gonna give you a written warning anyway, so now it's just a verbal warning." And I literally, as I was driving to work, I was so happy. I almost cried tears of joy.
Dude, when I got pulled over, I remember I was shaking. Like
Dude.
I was terrified. Like I was like, who do I call? Like 'cause I don't want to call my dad because I know my dad and I know how mad he's gonna get.
That's why I got a
I'm like, my mom is gonna be like, well, it's gonna be okay. Like, talk me through it, whatever. I was shaking. I had my music up still because like I got pulled over. And I had my music like blasted.
Yeah.
And I just I got pulled over, quickly just turned my music down. So the cop walks up, my music is still blaring.
Oh,
and like I was, every circumstance was going through my mind. I didn't know if I needed to tell him that I had a gel blaster in the backseat. I remember I was stressed out about that. I'm like, like the gel blasters? Like
these
guns?
like
I was like, do I have to tell him about that?
No.
Yeah, I know. I was freaking out. Everything was going through my head. I'm like, then I had to turn around on the road too, and I kind of thought he was going to just pull me over again because it was like totally illegal how I turned around.
Yeah.
But, or I also was thinking if I just got like smashed.
When I got pulled over, it was my first time being pulled over, so I was literally like shaking and just so scared because I was like, this is going to be like a $150 ticket. And so I'm digging for my registration and everything, and I grabbed the wrong one, and then I grabbed, the wrong pieces of paper, and he's just like, it's fine, I'll just look up the name. And
Try that next time.
yeah, that's exactly why I got a warning, because he could tell I was so nervous.
Oh, if I ever get pulled over, I think I'll cry.
I cried when I almost ran over a squirrel. You know what's gonna happen if I get pulled over?
I hit a mailbox and I was bawling from that. Imagine if I get pulled over.
Mailbox?
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
It was like sophomore year.
What? Did you back?
Sophomore, freshman?
Did you back into
I
it?
know sophomore.
No.
That's 4 days now.
So
Excuse me. Hold on. Before you tell your story, repeat that one more time.
I have backed into something the past 4 days. Like, out of my garage. Like, I backed into the basketball hoop last night, the table 2 days ago, hit the garage this morning.
Why was there a table?
There's like a little table in my garage.
You backed into the garage and then backed into the table?
Well, I backed into the table 2 days ago. The garage was this morning. The basketball hoop was last night.
Wait.
And the worst of it all, I have a backup camera.
No way.
I also backed up into
Mia.
Kylie's car over Christmas break, and it was
Mia.
sitting right behind me. And I had my little cousin in the car, and I accidentally slipped a few words, and I felt so bad.
I'm actually
Into
the
Kylie's
only.
car. I've backed into something every day.
Did you just hit the put it in gear and then just keep driving like nothing?
The worst part, Zach, she has a backup camera, and she's still backing into
No,
stuff.
I don't use my backup camera. Like, I
No,
know
it's
there,
hard.
And I find too much comfort in the fact that it's there. Like, I just keep backing up. I don't watch.
The only time I ever use it is when I'm
Quit
parallel
talking
parking,
without
which I don't do. When I'm trying to get out of a parallel parking spot.
I'm so scared that somebody's gonna hit my car like out here, and then I look at my car and I'm like, oh, I don't.
I think
really
someone
care.
has-
Yeah, I've
in my
hit so
car.
much stuff, and there's barely any dents. Like, the ratio
No,
is
I just
good.
mean my car is a piece of junk.
Yeah.
You're just not hitting it
Yeah.
hard enough. You just gotta full on.
Yeah, because it's when I'm backing out, so usually I'm going slow.
No, what I'm saying is when you're backing out of the garage, you put it in reverse. You don't even look, and you just floor it.
Yeah.
You just gotta do that.
The other
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
I actually,
That's-
the
yeah.
other day I kind of crashed my car.
Oh, you're muted. Sorry. Go ahead.
The other day I kind of crashed my car. Not really.
What?
I was pulling into my garage,
Oh.
and there was I don't know what it was. It used to hold a picture, and it's like the what's it called? Like the painting things.
Easel?
Yeah,
Oh.
easel.
an easel.
Like it was kind of like that. It's just all metal, and I hit it, and it fell over.
Oh.
But thankfully I was close enough so it didn't fall.
Yeah.
And I got out of my car. I literally buffed my car out in the garage before I went inside. No dents or damage. We're good.
Yeah, I'm the only one in my family that hasn't been in a car crash yet. My mom just recently got into one. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I've
She
been in multiple.
she was going to pick up. She was going to pick up
Not
my
cut-
sister
another
at
work
the
as me.
hospital because she got pepper sprayed at her job. Different story.
Spill all this information and be like, yeah, that's just for a different time, actually.
Well, I can't hear you because you're not talking into the mic. Anyway, so she was going to pick up my sister, so she was kind of freaking out. And then she was following too closely, got a ticket for it, and then ran into the back of somebody else's car.
Was it in the snow?
No, no, it was before the snow.
See, mine was in the snow, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I do.
Well,
I get a
my
pass.
sister crashed into the grocery store when she
Yeah,
the
I
first 2 hours she had her learner's permit.
Wasn't it
And
the van?
Yeah, it was our old van. She went to back
was
up
there to go
and put it
look at
in
it.
drive, and then went straight up into it or something like that. Your sister crashed into Rob.
Wait, I
That's
feel like
awesome.
wasn't there damage there? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a little
Yep.
bit of damage on the building, wasn't
That's
there?
so funny. Well, and then my brother Noah got into.
Yeah.
He's been in a few.
Well, that one where he was going around the corner, like right out of town.
God.
That one was what we were playing outside. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then that car like pulled up,
Yeah.
and it was like like just
Yeah.
making noise.
That
That one was freaky.
And then Matthew crashed into Clark's garage, which was pretty funny. I think that's the only one he's been into.
Matthew's a good driver, isn't he? Like for the most part.
No,
No.
not at all.
Okay.
I can't.
He never hit me while I was coming down the street, so we're good. Neither did Michaela or Noah, but they came like a little bit close. So
I thought you were just saying I did that. I was like, what?
no, you probably have too.
I've never even been close to a
Wait.
crash. Yes, I do remember that. That was the funniest thing ever.
Wait, was I there?
You might have been. I
feel
can't
like
remember.
I was, because Bryn was on like.
But
Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys were
that
coming
was
down
so funny.
on the electric scooters that had seats on them.
Yep.
And you guys were coming right in front of Joshua's house, right?
And they just absolutely.
Oh yeah, I remember
man.
this.
Yeah, she
It's
came
just
up.
so funny because
they
the
had
whole
just-
thing is going through my brain right
They
now.
had just put that that rock on top of the
It was chip
on
sealed,
top
yeah.
of the on top of the new road.
And it was like caught
And it
up
was
in that.
it was really rough and oh my gosh. that
No,
was
going
so
back to
funny.
that car though, the car thing though.
Yeah.
Last winter, or no, 2 years ago on New Year's. It was 2 years ago on New Year's. We were pulling. I was driving my car in front of one of my friends, and it was like his first day having his license.
Oh no.
And it was like snowy. Like there was snow all over the road. Like the snow was packed over the gravel road. And I tested the conditions. I like
Yeah.
went like this.
Yeah.
And I had been driving for like 2 years at the point, so I was like a little bit used to it.
Yeah.
So I like go like that with my wheel a little bit. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
He goes like this and this, and he goes whoom whoom, comes back out this way and,
And then,
straight into the ditch.
into the ditch. Yeah.
So I drove. You
That's
guys,
pretty
I
rough.
continued driving to the house.
Yeah, you just left him? You didn't even stop to pick him up?
The house is like not even a block away.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you went
I went
like-
down there. I'm like, yo, so and so just went into the ditch. We're just having a New Year's party.
Yeah.
The cops are down there. The tow truck's down there. And like, oh
Oh
yeah,
my
before this, he
gosh.
called me, and I was in my Altima, right?
Yeah.
He calls me. He's like, yo, you're gonna have to come down here and try to pull me out. I'm like, bro,
I'm driving an Altima. I'm not
a
pulling you out
front wheel
of
drive vehicle. You
Yeah.
think I'm gonna come down and pull you out? Dude was like under the trees. He put
Dude.
that thing in there.
Carson Clark. Holy cow. We were at
You know who it is. Not like in a weird way at all.
You're muted, so you're good. So Carson, we were going from, this was my freshman year. We were going from Carson's to Dylan Kent's house, and then we were going to state wrestling. Yeah, he lives up by the golf course. And you know that little, he lives, so the hill, and then it goes down again, but there's a bunch of trees there, right by that road. Yeah, Cass knows. what
I
I'm
lived
talking
over there. So
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, he lives on that street. Yeah, so it was super snowy, and Carson decides, I'm going to try and drift out of this hill and go towards town, towards the golf course. And he goes to turn, and his steering wheel's turned, but the car's not turning at all. And we go straight into the trees. We're lucky the trees stopped us, because if they didn't, we would have gone all the way down.
That's
Somebody
a
had to call.
steep hill, too.
Yeah, it's a really
That
steep
is,
hill.
like straight down.
But, like, it was so funny because Carson, he turns, misses the entire road, and he's just like, oh, no, and then hits the trees. Yeah, that was a good day. That was
That's like
fun.
the scariest thing ever is when you try to turn your car and like nothing
Oh,
happens.
I know.
Like you're like coming down a road and you like need to turn like a little bit and it's like nothing happens at all and you just keep sliding.
Or when you're hitting the brakes, trying to turn, like on Highway 11 going to Speed Road. Every day when it's snowy, I'm hitting the brakes a mile early.
Dude, the other day.
Because I'll hit the brakes too late and then I'll just start going.
It was.
Running past the stop sign, just getting absolutely smoked.
Oh,
I
I
know.
do.
It's so scary.
No, but I run past them all the time. But I've never gotten smoked.
Well, here's the thing: is
Okay,
if you go
Mia's
through them
just
at
a
least
bad
fast enough, it's like a
driver.
less dangerous thing, right? Because like there's less time. to
Hannah,
get on the road.
Hannah
just a
went through the
terrible-
one out by Sherman. Like, if you're at Nora's house and you're, like, going to go towards Baltic, you know that stop sign right before
Oh
the
yeah.
highway?
Yeah.
We're going to wrestling, I think. And it was me, Nora, and Hannah.
Oh,
and Hannah
God.
was
I bet
driving.
she just-
And we were just joking around. Hannah does not even press the brake a little bit. And we're, like, 2 feet in front of it. There is cars coming. And she goes, oh my gosh, stop sign. She floors it. I go, Hannah, brakes.
Was it like snowy out or anything?
It was, I don't think so, but there was probably snow on the ground because it was
Yeah.
wrestling, so.
That is
Oh
insane.
my gosh,
But,
Bella.
like,
I
there was
can't
a car
imagine-
coming, but the car wasn't, like, close.
Yeah, I
but-
can't imagine doing that and going, oh, stop sign, and then going faster.
saying
That
that
makes
one.
no sense.
I was
That is
low-key
absolutely
scared.
insane.
Because Hannah's, like, a very good driver. Like,
Yeah.
she's very cautious, and
Yeah.
that's, like, the only
Oops.
time she's ever,
Stop
like,
sign.
I was like, okay, Hannah.
That's like those people that see a yellow light and
I
they're
speed
like
up.
they're super far away. No, it's fine when you're close, but like they're super
Yeah,
far away and they just absolutely
is adding-
floor it.
That's
No,
what you're
we're-
supposed to do.
we-
No, not when
What
you're
road
far
was it,
away.
Ava?
Joshua.
We were
What?
turning left
Oh.
on a street light, and it was a yellow light, like not blinking. It was like it was an arrow. We were going left. Me, Addie, Nora, Ava was in the car.
It wasn't a blinking yellow.
It
was
wasn't
just
a blinking
regular-
yellow. It was
Oh.
green, and it like just turned yellow. And Addie goes, "Should I go?" Ava and Nora go, "No," and I go, "Go, Addie, go!"
And she
then she ends
floors
up
it?
going.
She didn't press the brake.
She pressed the gas, but you're already going, I think 30, and she pressed the gas.
Oh, that's
Like,
rough.
Obviously, you know the pole, like where the light is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a pole like on the
So we
like
took
if you're
that
turning
out.
left, there was a there
Yeah.
right here. There was a pole.
Was going
Yeah.
straight towards. I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're dying. And
We were about to hit the pole.
And I'm assuming like only 2 of you had your seatbelts on.
Oh, me and
Yeah.
Ava were in the back, and we ended up on top of each other on one side.
Oh man, the one crash I've been in, I wasn't driving, but we were going to Salem for volleyball, and Dylan Jessen was driving, and it was me and Marty in the back. Yeah, it is a good one. Brock already knows this story. So it was just me and Marty in the back,
I feel like it's gonna be
and
really fun.
Salem's roads are pretty like their water drainage. Their roads just absolutely dip, and Nelly decides. He looks back and he goes, should I floor it? And me and Marty both go, no, why would you do that? And we're looking at the dip that's, 50 yards in front of us. And he's like, I'm going to floor it. And just absolutely hits the gas. We hit the dip, get airborne. Me and Marty, neither of us have our seatbelts on. So we hit the ceiling of the car. And then we land. Nelly breaks his oil pan. The car is it's totaled. And then
I know a guy who can fix it.
yeah, Marty had one of those Rob water cups in the back, and it went up and splashed everywhere, and it got all over my knee. So I land, and I'm sitting here, and I feel my knee is wet, and I'm like, my knee is gone. My whole leg is gone. Like I thought I was just covered in blood, and then I was so scared.
Well,
I
the
thought I
other
was gonna
day,
break my neck.
the other day we were driving to Sioux Falls, and I accidentally pulled out like.
Accidentally, I was in the
No.
back. I was behind the driver's seat. He was turning left. Car was coming from the left.
It
So
was a
I'm
semi truck.
straight-
To be fair, and
That makes
I don't
it
know
worse
why.
if you pulled out. in
I
front
just
of
like
it.
had too much of a habit of cars just turning, so I just flicked my blinker on and started pulling out.
I literally I go, Zach. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like, I have time.
I'm like,
He's
it's
"No,
good.
it's
finally
fine."
still turning. It's coming right at us. And I look at the window, and it's like coming right at me.
Like
Holy
there could be a scratch on my car from that truck. Like it was so close.
It was really close. And he goes,
and then I
no,
tried
it
to
wasn't."
act like I didn't care. I was like, yeah. It's
No, he
good.
literally goes, no, it was fine. I had enough time. I was in the back. I was like,
Yeah, my legs were like shaking. I was like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're sitting there grabbing your
Yeah, you were
water. and
probably
you're
on
like,
your
yeah,
phone.
we're okay. We're good.
If you definitely did. 'Cause
I remember that, but I don't remember.
if you were on your, I'm pretty sure I looked over.
it
and you were on your phone.
was too close.
It was
Like-
really close. I was like,
Like Ava or
and you turned so slow.
well, no,
And
okay.
the car was speeding
My
up.
car's turboed, so like the engine. No, stop.
Slight
The engine
flex.
like it has lag, so it's
Yeah.
like I couldn't just floor it, and it's like immediately like gonna be fast.
I think the truck saw us pull out, and it just sped up. Like, it actually sped up.
was like, I'm going to get some money from this one.
Wait, Josh,
What?
when you got in that, like, with Nelly,
Yeah.
were you a freshman?
Yeah.
I remember that because literally 2 weeks before that, I was with Macy watching her cousin play, and we went over that bump thing. And I remember she's
It's
like, I
rough.
got to slow down, and she's going 5 miles an hour, and it's pretty.
Yeah. Nelly went, so that dip, 5 miles an hour, it's rough.
Well, okay, we were probably going the speed limit, but I just remember Macy
yeah,
saying
I think the
something
speed limit's
about
like
it.
15 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nelly was probably going 35 at the very least. Like, we hit that, and I swear we got 5 feet of air. It was so... I'm still mad at Nelly for that. So stupid.
I would like to experience something like that.
No,
Oh.
you don't.
Oh,
Jump in the web.
Jump in the whip?
Hey.
Yeah, just make sure
No,
you have
you-
your seatbelt on.
you just gotta jump on the moped. Go down where Miss B lives down there, Eva. If you know what I'm talking about. What road is
Oh,
that?
that one? Yeah, that one's
You just gotta floor it.
It's like it's not like 2 blocks away from where we used to be.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you this. It's not.
Yeah, you remember that that road where we used to? Sure. You know that road? So you go past Braden Beaner's house, and then you take a left, coming from like our houses. You take a left that road with that manhole cover that was like raised
Yes,
like 2
dude.
feet.
That
I
thing
hit
took
that
me
with the
off my
moped.
bike one time.
Yeah, I hit that with the moped. I don't think I can ever ride the moped again. I
Joshua,
think
do you
it's
remember how
totally-
many little things there were that used to catch our like scooter tires or our bike tires that
my
would
God,
quite literally
dude.
just throw us off our bikes?
Yeah,
Like we were like riding through like the worst area of Garrettson for bikes. Like
it was.
it's
so
a nice
bad.
area of town, but the sidewalks used to be
sidewalks,
horrible.
yeah.
Like there used to be this one piece that stuck out like this far. You didn't see it. You're like
You're dead.
7
You're
sidewalk
toast.
tiles ahead off of your scooter.
Yeah. I remember we had a ramp, like one of those, you just get a piece of plywood and then put it on top of something. And I decided it was a great idea to go up on that ramp and then unbuckle my helmet and throw it.
Oh, me and Joshua used to do trick shows. Like,
Okay, Zach, talk into the mic.
we used to do trick shows.
Yeah.
And ride our no, like we would like kick our legs off the bike. Like we'd stand on our pegs. We used to think it was
We
like,
thought
the
we were
coolest thing ever.
so cool,
Yeah, we'd like
dude.
stand on our pegs, like kick a leg off. Be like,
We literally thought we were in the X Games. Anyway, I decided
were.
to unbuckle my helmet midair and throw my helmet off. So as I did that, my steering wheel turned this way, and I landed like this. The handlebar went straight into my gut, and I took it like a man and cried all the way home. It was
do you remember when we rode mopeds together for the first time?
I don't even want to talk about
We don't
it.
have to, but do you remember it?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah. So we were going down Main Street.
Well, it was like our first time actually riding together. I think I had just gotten my own moped.
Yeah, I had one for a while. at
Yeah,
this
and I had
point.
like no, I guess we had rode because I like rode Joshua's old one or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're riding, and I like take my hand off, like I have my hand on the throttle, of course, because you can't just let go. So I'm like this, and I'm going, and I reach my arm across to give Joshua like a fist
No.
bump.
You took your hand off the throttle and gave me a fist.
Oh
bump.
yeah, I took my hand off, I guess, and I went like this.
And then I was like, "Why'd you take?
Why'd you take your hand off the throttle? Dude goes like this,
And then I-
crosses his body, reaches over for the fist bump, and yanks his steering this way. He completely like spins around and falls off.
That
I
was so
freaking out. I
funny.
thought Joshua was like internally dying for the rest
My,
of the day.
uh,
I was freaking out.
My mom was outside. We were on Main Street, and my mom was outside. My house is on the other side of. It's on Center Ave by the baseball field, and she goes, "Yeah, we heard a little." And then you guys laughing, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I crashed the moped." It was that was a good day, and now I'm driving motorcycles. So
Lady has hit the B-Dubs light pole.
she hit the B-Dubs light pole.
Yeah, so her and I were just going to B-Dubs to eat, and there was this pickup, and she was trying to park between the light pole and the pickup, and she was too worried about hitting the pickup
That she was.
that she hit the
no.
light pole. And I'm like, Kaylin, you just hit the light pole. She's like, no, I didn't. And after, we went to Walmart, found nail polish, that same color, and she painted the scratches.
Did you get some top coat?
No,
Like nail
no,
polish
you
top
did
coat on it?
not.
Yeah.
She did not paint over it with
She painted over
nail
it.
polish.
You can't even tell. Like, from a distance, you could not tell. Yeah.
Was it like yellow?
No.
Yeah, her scratches were yellow.
Yeah, you want to know something? I promise you she could have just wiped them off.
Oh yeah,
Like,
100%.
if you get in
What
it,
about,
if she was
what about, like,
parking,
that's a
paint?
pro
and she hit
tip.
it
No,
that
if you
slow,
guys ever hit
yeah.
something, get adhesive remover and just spray it on. Like if it's like the color of what you hit, if you spray adhesive remover on it, it wipes that stuff
Especially
Yeah,
if you're
but
Where
parking.
were you
Yeah,
like
I
6
don't
months
know.
ago?
off. I can't undo like a full crash if that's what you're
Okay, but hey, listen, this wasn't even my fault. I was in a parking lot at Chipotle. There was a green car next to me. They were parked. So obviously I'm parked like straight, and they were. I was parked straight ahead, so it was like this, whatever. Parked straight. I like drove through the parking lot. I'm parked, and their car's like this.
I'm parked.
Like, I'm like this.
Park at angles at Chipotle.
No, you're not.
Or what one?
We're like
We're like the crumble, one, like by
Yeah,
nautical bowl,
isn't that
like
one-
in the middle.
Is that one? Oh, in the middle. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And like I'm parked like this, but I'm like straight ahead, and they're parked. They like came the other way and parked this way, and they're like this.
Okay.
So I was like this, and they were like this.
And then you backed out and scratched the
I
car.
was going forward because I could pull
Oh.
through, and Ava was in the car with me, and I didn't see they were parked like this, so I just went straight through, and I was turning around this way, and they're parked like this.
No.
And like
That's-
me and Ava were driving, and I like pull out, and I turn, and I go, we like hear like a huge like, and we look at each other, and we go, what was that? And then I like freaked out. I didn't say anything. We were silent for a good minute. Then I went to the mall parking lot. We parked, and it was really bad. And then I
So
went
you
off
just
with
left their car?
yeah.
Theirs was probably worse.
No, it wasn't.
Did you
Their
look
car
at
was
it?
green, and it got green all over my car.
Okay, but
Yeah, you can just drive it off.
Yeah, I did.
That's-
There's still some black marks. Sorry,
Well,
Mom
yeah.
and Dad.
Well, those are the actual scratches.
hey, I
They're
can't
not
hear
there
you.
anymore, though.
Anytime you say anything, grab a mic.
But, like, technically it wasn't my fault. It was their bad parking, and I just ended up turning
Yeah.
right.
You should have left a note that said, "Hey, since
Holy
you don't
cow,
know how to
Zach.
park,
I
get your
did.
car."
They were literally over the line, too. They
That's
were
a
over the
pet
yellow
peeve.
line.
Talk about people who don't know how to park.
Yeah.
Cass has been trying to tell a story.
Talking. Okay,
Okay,
so
go.
I like to think I'm a pretty good driver. I've never hit anyone.
Yeah.
I might have ran 2 red lights, not on purpose. On
I've done that
accident.
a few
That's
times.
another story. But one time I was coming home from the mall, taking the back roads because that's way more fun than taking the interstate. I was
Yes.
with Kaylin Leedy.
Drill hitting the ears and nothing.
No, and we were driving down this random street with a bunch of little houses, and there's a lemonade stand on the corner,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
And I'm too focused on this lemonade stand, and Kaylin's like, "Can we get lemonade, please?" And there was a truck in front of me, and they were braking. I almost run into the back of them. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "Kaylin, stop talking." And we drive like 2 minutes later. She's like, "So can we go back and get lemonade?" And I'm like, "Kaylin, no, you can't go get lemonade." It was not fun. Like, that's
That
one person
sounds,
you don't want
uh,
to drive with, Kaylin. Yes, it was the middle of the day.
Yeah, I thought-
I thought this was at night.
I know.
So I was like,
Who? What little kids are doing a lemonade
I
stand?
know. I thought there was like an abandoned. No,
Abandoned
I thought it was like
stand.
the kids left the lemonade stand out, and you like hit the lemonade stand.
No.
That's where I thought this was going.
No.
I was very confused.
I just hate when people talk when I'm trying to drive.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That sounds like a boring car.
Yeah.
I hate when people like.
Somebody speaks.
I don't hate when they talk, but when they try and like show me something on their phone, or they're
Yeah,
like,
I was
"Look at
driving
this! Look at this!
Uh-huh.
Look at that out the window!" And I'm like, "I'm trying not to kill all of us right now. Could you please?"
So I'm total
stop?"
opposite.
Can you say for
Yeah, we know you are, Bill.
Oh, Bella likes to. I know you can't hear me.
Yeah.
But Bella likes to scream.
Bella
Like,
likes
she'll
to
reach in
scream.
and she's like, oh, and I literally am like, Bella. you can't
I'll give her a heart attack while she's driving, and
And
she'll
then
be like, "Bella."
also, I hate when people turn down my music and try and tell me something if I'm clearly like trying to.
Oh my gosh, Ian isn't here right now, but he does that a lot.
did that in my car the other day. Remember he like reached up from the back and turned my music down.
Yeah, can't you only turn your music down from the steering wheel too?
I got something to say about
Or is there a dial on that? You got something to say about Ian?
Remember when we were in his pickup, or in his dad's pickup? Were you with?
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about this story.
What
This
were we
is
doing?
such a good
What were we
one.
doing?
We were just going to Shields, I think.
Okay, well, we were going to Shields, and Ian was driving his dad's pickup, and it's a pretty nice pickup. So he
Yeah.
was like,
At the time, it was like brand new.
yeah, and he was like shaking, jittering.
He
He
was
was so nervous.
stressed.
He was so nervous that one side of the window, like on his side,
Ian's
was
driver.
fogging up.
Yeah, it was
Like
fogged
the,
up.
Like the
Middle.
back
Of,
window.
this
like
was-
the windshield.
Because he was driving.
Yeah.
This
he
was-
so nervous.
for reference, this was fall camp football.
Yeah.
So
What does
it was,
that
or no,
mean?
it was summer camp. So it was super warm. So the
This
fact
summer?
that no, it was, I think it was last year.
Oh.
So the fact that the window fogged up is just insane.
Being so nervous.
Is there more?
There is. Brock ended up driving that truck back to Garrett's because Ian was too scared to drive it. Because it was his first time driving his dad's truck, and we were in Sioux Falls, and he was pretty new to driving, and he was just.
I drove.
We still make fun of him to this day.
Over and the whole window was foggy.
Yeah,
drove
I
my
was in the
dad's truck
back.
to
It
Sioux
was
Falls
so
one
funny.
time. One time I drove my dad's truck. Like I don't drive the pickup that much.
Yeah.
But I drove it to Sioux Falls with a whole bunch of friends. And I like stopped at a stop sign, and it was like time to like get going. And I like stepped on the gas like how I would in my car.
Yeah.
And I let the tires eat, and like I didn't mean to. like
Ooh,
just like
yeah.
you know, like, it's like
Yeah.
I I freaked out because I thought a cop was like probably gonna pick me up, but I did that like 3 times that day just by complete accident, and like every time I'd catch us all off guard.
Yeah.
Bye. Close out, Cassidy.
Oh, okay. I guess
I'm
Mia's
terrible
leaving.
at that.
Thanks for watching, Buzzers and Buzzettes. We'll see you next time.
Now we're all gonna go brave the storm.
Deuces.
I say next week we talk about our biggest